Hi guys, it's Miss Meadows and it's story time, and today we're going to read the book Pennies. Now before we start any book, we always identify the parts of the book. So this is the front cover, back cover, and spine. Very good. Now we're working on three print concepts. The first one is the title, which is the name of the book, and the title of this book is Pennies. Second one is the author, which is the person who writes the book, and the person who wrote this book is Pat Brisson. And the third one is a brand new print concept, and that's the illustrator, and that's the person who draws all these beautiful pictures. And the illustrator of this book is Bob Barner. Let's get started. Pennies. Benny McBride had 5 new pennies. "What should I buy?" he asked. "Buy something beautiful," said his mom. "Buy something good to eat," said his brother. "Buy something nice to wear," said his sister. "Woof, woof," said his dog. "Meow," said his cat. So everybody wants him to buy something different. "Okay," Benny said, "I will." So Benny McBride, with 5 new shiny pennies, strolled out into the morning sun. There he is walking. Let's see what he buys. A woman was cutting roses. Her name was Mrs. Hill. "Will you sell me a rose?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a rose for a penny?" "Yes, I will," said Mrs. Hill. So there he found a rose, and he's gonna buy a rose. Then Benny McBride, with 4 new pennies and a sweet-smelling rose, strolled on into the morning sun. A girl was baking some cookies. Her name was Lucy May. "Will you sell me a cookie?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a cookie for a penny?" "A cookie for a penny? Okay," said Lucy May. So there she is rolling out the cookies. And there she is Benny buying 1 cookie for a penny. Then Benny McBride, with 3 new shiny pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, and a soft, warm cookie, strolled on to the morning sun. A boy was making hats. His name was Michael Bess. "Will you sell me a hat?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a hat for a penny?" "Yes, oh yes," said Michael Bess. So there's Michael making hats. And there he is selling him a hat for a penny. Then Benny McBride, with 2 new shiny pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, and a fine paper hat, strolled on into the morning sun. A butcher was cutting meat. His name was Mr. Hopper. "Will you sell me a bone?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a bone for a penny?" "You're quite a shopper," said Mr. Hopper. There's the butcher, and he's cutting a piece of ham, and inside the ham is a bone. Who do you think he's going to give the bone to? Remember the woof woof in the beginning? The doggy. Then Benny McBride, with 1 shiny penny, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, a fine paper hat, and a big, meaty bone, strolled on into the morning sun. Look at him holding all the things he bought for a penny. A man was catching fish. His name was Mr. Beale. "Will you sell me a fish?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a fish for a penny?" "It's a deal," said Mr. Beale. So there he is fishing, and there he is selling a fish for a penny. He got a lot of surprises. I wonder who's going to give them to. Then Benny McBride, with a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, a fine paper hat, a big, meaty bone, a floppy, wet fish, but no new pennies, strolled home in the morning sun. So there he is walking home. "I'm back," he called, "and I bought what you said." It's beautiful, said his mom. Good, said his brother. I like it, said his sister. Woof, woof, said his dog. Meow, said his cat. So he gave the rose to his mom, the cookie to his brother, the hat to his sister, the bone to his dog, and the fish to his cat. Thank you, Benny, they all said together. You're welcome, said Benny. The end. So even though Benny had 5 pennies, instead of buying one thing for himself, he bought 5 things for all those people he loved. His mom, his brother, his sister, his doggy, and his cat. Isn't that sweet of him? I hope you guys got something for your mommy, even if it was a great big hug. That's enough. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.